Have you ever noticed how even when you say you want change, you rarely move toward it? You dream of a new job, a better relationship, a calmer mind, but something invisible keeps you still. You call it fear, you call it procrastination, but what if it's something deeper? A quiet defense mechanism from your own mind, pretending to protect you. The truth is, your fear of change isn't about the future. It's about your brain trying to keep you safe in the past. We've been told that change is scary because it's unknown, but that's not the real reason. The real reason you fear change is because your mind equates familiarity with safety. Even if your habits hurt you, even if your environment drains you, your brain still clings to it because it recognizes it. Psychology calls this cognitive homeostasis, your brain's addiction to the familiar. It would rather feel misery it understands than joy it can't predict. The comfort loop. Think about the last time you tried to change something. Maybe you wanted to start saying no more, or finally end that relationship that was going nowhere. At first you felt inspired, but then the anxiety hit. Your mind whispered, "What if it gets worse?" So you stayed, not because you're weak, but because your nervous system confused discomfort with danger. The brain loves patterns, even the ones that keep you trapped. The illusion of control. Change threatens the mind's favorite illusion, the idea that if you stay still, you stay safe. But standing still doesn't stop life from moving. It just makes you feel powerless when it does. Every time you resist change, your brain gets a small hit of relief, the comfort of control. But long term, that comfort turns into a cage. You start controlling everything but your own growth. The identity trap. Here's the deeper layer. Your fear of change isn't just about losing control, it's about losing who you think you are. If you've spent years identifying as the quiet one, the people pleaser, the overthinker, then changing that means death to the version of you that the world recognizes. Your brain doesn't fear new possibilities, it fears psychological death. Every transformation feels like grief because part of you must die for another to be born.
The pain of uncertainty. The human mind is wired to prefer a known pain over an unknown possibility. That's why people stay in unfulfilling jobs, toxic relationships, and draining environments. It's not that they don't want better, it's that the unknown triggers primal survival instincts. The brain says, stay. At least here, we know the rules. But true healing begins when you realize that uncertainty isn't chaos. It's creative space. It's where new versions of you can finally grow. The mind's lie. Your mind says stay where it's safe, but safety in this case means stagnation. Real safety is built through adaptability, through teaching your brain that uncertainty doesn't equal threat. The secret is not to fight your fear of change, but to walk with it. Each small shift, each uncomfortable conversation, each boundary you hold rewires your brain to trust movement again. Change becomes less of a leap and more of a rhythm. Emotional rehearsal. Psychology shows that your brain can't fully tell the difference between imagination and experience. So before you change something big, visualize it. See yourself handling the discomfort. Feel the anxiety and move through it in your mind first. This isn't wishful thinking. It's training your neural pathways to feel familiar with the unfamiliar. You're not erasing fear, you're teaching your mind that it can survive it. You've been taught to wait until you feel ready to change, but readiness never comes. Confidence doesn't appear before action, it's built through it. Healing, growth, transformation, they all begin the moment you move while still afraid. The moment you act without needing proof that it'll work. Because deep down, you already have everything you need to evolve. It's your comfort that's lying to you, not your potential. So the next time fear whispers that change will destroy you, remember this: staying the same will too. The real risk isn't stepping into the unknown, it's letting your old patterns live your life for you. Change isn't an enemy of safety, it's the path to freedom. And once you see that clearly, you'll realize what you've been calling fear was just your strength waiting to be used.